Oh, sorry, recording. Alright, so I'll say about an hour ago, I recorded myself trying some unicum, which is a Hungarian digestif slash liqueur. I honestly thought the Leafs were playing tonight and gonna get swept tonight by the Panthers. They're not playing till tomorrow, so then they'll get swept tomorrow. But I just got this stuff in the mail today, so I've been itching to try it. So I already tried some unicum. That left me kind of drunk, as if you don't watch that video synopsis, that stuff is super bitter. You don't really taste the alcohol in it, but I hadn't eaten dinner yet when I tried it, so it actually got me pretty drunk. I'm kind of lightweight anyway, which is, I think, economical. But anyway, I've also got this stuff, Riga Black Balsam. I got the Currant flavor. Why did I get the Currant flavor? I think the place I was ordering, I think it was cheaper, or the place I was ordering from didn't have the original. I want to say the place I was ordering from didn't have the original, or it was in like a very small bottle, so it was like, might as well get the bigger Currant bottle. I think that's actually what happened. This is kind of cool bottle too. It seems to have like some ceramic elements to it. I think it's fully ceramic, in fact. This is a Latvian, I guess, digestif liqueur. Neglected to mention unicum. It says on the label in Hungarian, it says like oak, the finest oak aged spirit or something. This is called Black Balsam, so I'm fully expecting this to also have many woody qualities. It says can trace its origins back to 1752. Developed by master distillers in Latvia. Contemporary twist on the Riga Black Balsam essence, now enriched with flaming black currant juice. So this should be less bitter than the standard, and it should be less bitter than unicum, which I did some reading up. I saw it described in one place as unicum malort for people who aren't drinking on a dare. So that stuff was pretty bitter. It was not unpalatable though. I think it was actually fine. I mean, it's not tasty, you know. I wouldn't say it was like the most pleasant experience, but it really wasn't too bad for something that's like definitely way more bitter than the other liqueurs I've tried. And again, it did mask the alcohol really well. I would say it's like really not much sweetness to that, but really pretty decent. But anyway, I digress. This is Riga Black Balsam. It's like a Latvian herbal liqueur, and this is the black currant variety. So again, should be like a little bit tastier than the standard. It's got a cork, which is fun. So on the cork, it smells very fruity. I mean, that's pretty much what you'd expect. It smells like a jar of jam, which is very, very nice. Especially after I smelled the unicum, it smelled kind of like rubber. I'm trying to peel this like safety label off and I can't, so I'm just gonna leave it on there. So yeah, it's kind of a fun bottle, again, like kind of ceramic. I've chilled this shot glass, but this drink is at room temperature. This pours out kind of like a dark purple. Tasting now kind of ruins it, but it really does smell like jam. It smells just like jam, which I would say that what's the opposite of foreboding? It makes me very hopeful about how tasty this will be, actually. And this was kind of viscous too. Again, very dark purple. What would I compare that to? Darker than wine. Darker and more viscous than wine. But kind of like, yeah, dark purple in the same way as wine is. So I compared to that in color. But it smells delicious, so I'm going to try some. I'm going to sip and then I'll shoot the rest. Although if it's really tasty, then I might just drink the rest. I might just sip the rest. I would say it smells a lot better than it tastes. I think the black currant is doing a lot of work there too. There is a lot of bitterness in there. The black currant makes it very sweet too. Comparing to like other Amari bitters, digestifs, whatever. I would say it's definitely more toward the bitter end as well. Comparing to stuff like, again, like Jägermeister, Montenegro, Bekarovka would be another. I've also had some like liqueurs that aren't maybe not digestives, but stuff like Orahovats, which is like a walnut liqueur. There's an Italian name that I don't remember. So like Kirschwasser. This stuff is a lot more sweet, I would say, than this. Like this is sweeter than the normal one would be, but still not like the black currant. Like it has that like fruity sweetness that like a cherry liqueur has, but also a lot more bitterness, which once again, kind of like the Unicum, really masks the alcohol, I would say. Like there's no alcohol burn, it's just bitter, which is interesting. So yeah, I would say both of these. This is weird. I guess I've not really had like anything like that bitter before, where like you don't taste the alcohol because it's all like bitterness, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, I would say it definitely like smells, and the aftertaste is very good. But I would say like while drinking it, you definitely get that bitterness. I would say the same with Unicum too. Afterward, it's really not that bad, but while you're drinking it, you do get that bitterness for sure. If I was gonna try and parse through the black currant to what is going on beneath there besides bitter, it's hard. I don't think I can. I'm not like refined enough palate to be able to do that, but yeah, I would expect the original to be pretty bitter. But this one's pretty good. This I'd say is like nice balance of both. I would say like the black currant definitely overpowers, I think, whatever's would normally be going on with this, which I think is probably to be expected. But the end result is pretty tasty, and again, you don't really get the alcohol taste at all. Like there's no like burn or anything. But the flip side of that, I think it's being overpowered by the bitterness aspect of it. So I think both of these definitely like a different kind of challenge than something that has like that alcohol burn where you need to like force it down that way. But I think in a sense more smooth, but that smoothness is because of the bitterness. So both of these more similar than I would have thought. The Unicum and the Riga Black Balsam. The Unicum having a little bit more, well, obviously more herbal flavor. This obviously being, it's like very, like it's kind of like if you took the Unicum and mixed it with some like Kirschwasser or something. Obviously Currant is different from a cherry, but it's kind of the same like fruity sweetness with some alcohol in it. The bitterness mellows out the alcohol, basically what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I would definitely try this. I would try the other flavors too. But yeah, interesting stuff. Interesting to see what they are, or what they have been drinking in Eastern Europe since the 1700s. Both of these, I think Unicum was like 1790, this one's 1752. So definitely interesting.